What's up guys, Dirk here from intelligentcryptocurrency.com. Today's video is going to be all about BNB, Binance Coin, and I want to go and make a prediction here that I think over the coming years, Binance Coin, BNB, could hit $500 and even as much as $1,000. Now, of course, I am not a financial advisor. I don't know the future, so this is not financial advice. It's just my opinion. I'm going to lay out the facts why I think that this could be a possibility. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Dirk. Click that subscribe button, click the notification bell so that you do get updates. I make a lot of content here on the channel, completely free, to help guide you in this cryptocurrency space. Now, also every single month as part of my Intelligent Cryptocurrency membership, I write a monthly newsletter where I cover at least one project that I think has high potential. Now, in February 2021, the project that I covered was BNB, Binance, and Binance Coin. And at the time of publishing it, it traded at $70. It's currently trading at $155. So if you were a part of Intelligent Cryptocurrency, you would have gotten that write-up the moment it came out. If you would have acted on it, you would have doubled your money by now. So if you want more information about Intelligent Cryptocurrency and you want to get on my newsletter, if you want to get notified whenever I publish a new YouTube video, click the first link in the description. Register for my free crypto masterclass. Okay, it's completely free. You'll get on my email list, and at the end of that presentation, you will also get the details if you want to join in Intelligent Cryptocurrency. Alright, so let's start with the basics. BNB Binance Coin. So as you can see, it's currently 7th by market cap out of all the cryptocurrencies. It has a market cap of $22.486 billion, trading volume of $3 billion in the last 24 hours, and it is currently trading at $155 per BNB. Now, the reason why I think Binance has such a bright future is because it is pretty much one of the only crypto projects out there. It's a working product. It has tens of millions of users, maybe even more than 100 million. I don't know at this point, but tens of millions of users. They actually generate profit, more than $1 billion in 2020. I think that number is going to be a lot higher in 2021, and they have so much going for them. So in this video, we're going to be walking through those various aspects, and then you'll start to see why I'm at this conclusion that basically the only way for BNB coin is up, in my opinion. Now that doesn't mean in one straight line. There could be corrections. Who knows? Maybe we'll see it drop below $100 at some point. But because you have to understand what Binance is. So first of all, Binance is just at its core a huge cryptocurrency exchange. They are global. Okay, they have, like I said, tens of millions of users. They're in pretty much most countries. They're in Europe, they're in Asia, they're in Australia, they're in the US and Canada, right? They have over 1,300 employees from what I can see on their website. They have Binance.us, which is aiming to be fully compliant with US regulations, with the SEC. They have FDIC insurance on the deposits in the US, right? So meaning that money is protected. So everything is looking like Binance is just this global powerhouse of cryptocurrency exchanges. And because of this model that they have, the exchange, they make revenue, whether there's a bull market or a bear market, because their model, besides just the exchange, obviously they have a lot of products, but they make money on the fees, right? So whether someone's trading up, buying, or whether someone's selling, they make commissions, right? So they continue to have this revenue stream. And because of their resources that they have available, you know, and the amount of money that they can invest into R&D and development and all sorts of things, I can just see them getting bigger and bigger. So one thing I like to compare it to is Facebook, right? So you know Facebook, you probably have an account on Facebook. Literally over 1 billion people in this world have a Facebook account. Now, when Facebook started out, they were small, but they kept on getting bigger and bigger, and now they dominate the entire social media space. And their strategy has basically been, the bigger they get, because they have all this income and these resources, they can just flat buy out their competitors, or they can develop their own product of what a competitor is doing and basically bury the competitor. We saw this with Facebook. For example, one thing that happened is Snapchat came out and they rolled out this new app where you could take stories that disappeared, right? Facebook didn't have that feature, but they developed their own version of it, and now Facebook has stories that disappear, right? They bought Instagram, Instagram has the same story model, it has images, right? And Facebook just does this with all their competition. They bought WhatsApp, so now they have access to all those users too. So basically at this point, Facebook is unstoppable because they can just buy their competitors, or they have so much money that they can replicate their competitor's product, right? Where a competitor might be a standalone version, like Snapchat was just focused on the stories and had nothing else going for it. Facebook has everything else. They just clone the story feature, incorporate it into their own, and then what does Snapchat do? So at this point, I basically see Binance as the Facebook of the cryptocurrency space. They are so big, they have tens of millions of users, they have over $1 billion a year in profit, all these resources that they can allocate to either building out their own products, or if there are competitors, right, that launch something successfully, they have the resources to just go and build whatever the competitors doing, build their own version of it, incorporate it into their own ecosystem, and people just like convenience, right? So instead of having 10 or 20 different places where you have one feature in each of those places, if Binance offers you all those features in one dashboard, most people are just going to go for that as long as it's competitive on fees, it's easy to use, right? Even if it's slightly more expensive, the convenience factor is so big, just having everything in one place. And that is what we're seeing Binance do. So we'll get into this in a second. I just want to explain here. So Binance started out just as a crypto to crypto exchange. You couldn't deposit any fiat currency. Now, over the last 3 years, they have grown enormously. They now accept fiat currency deposits via bank wire, via credit card, but they have so many different products. We'll walk through them all. Basically, they offer futures trading, leverage trading, margin trading right now. They have a Visa debit card for crypto that they're offering. They have DeFi in terms of being able to earn passive income by staking on Binance on the platform. So basically all these separate things, whether we're individual projects, for example, Crypto.com focused on the MCO Visa card, and there's Swipe, and there's a few others that are purely just focused on having a Visa debit card. Now Binance comes along, they make their own version, and they have that whole ecosystem already. So a project that's purely focused on having a Visa debit card and has nothing else going for them, and then Binance launches their own version with even better cashback rewards, what do you think people are going to do? They're just going to use their Binance Visa, and the competitors are just going to struggle. They might still exist, but Binance is just going to take the lion's share. It's the same. There were all these individual cryptocurrency leverage trading platforms, but Binance is just continuing to innovate their own leverage trading, and once that's good enough, a lot of people are simply just going to use Binance for leverage trading, right? So I see this just happening with all sorts of products, all types of innovations in the crypto space. If something is really successful and a competitor just launches an innovative product that is only what they're focusing on, Binance is just going to come along, wait for everything to see how it works, create their own version of it, probably a better version because they have so much money and resources to throw at it, and then just launch their own version. And the chances are that a lot of people are just going to end up using whatever Binance is launching. So you can see how then the Binance ecosystem gets bigger and bigger and bigger because they just build out all the products that the competitors have. They have it all in one place. It's high quality, it works. And then you have the BNB token, which is basically at the core of it all. The BNB token is going to be used as a utility token for all the different products and services that Binance offers, among probably some other things. But, you know, you can use, and we can get into the use cases of the BNB token in a bit, but basically you can use the BNB token to save on trading fees. You can use it to get staking rewards in the BNB vault. You can use it to get cashback rewards on your Visa debit card. So the more BNB tokens you hold and stake, the higher cashback you can get from your purchases with your Visa debit card, and so on and so forth. So as Binance continues to add more products, there's more and more use case for BNB tokens, which means more and more people are just going to buy and hold their BNB tokens because of the utility for the products and services and the benefits that you get from that. So in the long term, I see Binance pretty much being unstoppable unless there is, of course, some sort of regulatory thing around the world where they somehow have issues with the regulation with governments or authority, or if there's some sort of huge security breach or something that, you know, affects it. But those are the two things that I see the downsides, but I don't think they're very likely at this point. Of course, they always remain a risk, but other than that, I just see Binance being the Facebook of crypto. They're going to continue to get bigger and bigger, more users, more products, more utility for the BNB token, which means that the BNB token is likely to continue to appreciate in value. And on top of that, what Binance has is they started with 200 million BNB tokens, but they have a token burn system in place, which is going to continue. They're going to continue actually burning BNB tokens, meaning they disappear out of the cryptoverse for good, right? Those tokens completely disappear after they're burnt, and this is going to continue until there's only 100 million BNB tokens left, which will actually be less than the amount of tokens, the amount of Ethereum tokens there are, right? So seeing that Ethereum is basically trading at $1,800 at this point in time, and BNB coin is only at 155, right? I can see BNB going to 500, maybe $1,000, maybe even more in future. Okay, Binance have so many products that they're working on, including the Binance Smart Chain, decentralized exchanges. Well, people say they're more centralized, not really decentralized, but you have Binance Smart Chain. You have, for example, PancakeSwap that is built on Binance Smart Chain. So there's so much innovation happening here right now. There's so many resources available. And basically at this point, I would say, betting on BNB coin is like betting on Binance, future success of Binance. And based on everything that I've just shared with you, everything that I see is that Binance is just going to continue to get bigger and bigger, get more users, make more profits, reinvest that. And it's just, a big snowball that's basically unstoppable. And that is why I think BNB will continue to appreciate in value. Now, just before I get into everything, how it all works, I know you might be seeing this and you might be thinking, hey, $155 for BNB is expensive. Yes, because it's at the all-time high, but expensive relative to what, right? When it was at $70, I thought it was already kind of on the high point. Now it's 155. What if it goes to 500? What if it goes to 1,000? Then 155 seems cheap, right? The same with Ethereum. In March 2020, Ethereum was trading, or Ether was trading at $100 per ETH. Right now it's at $1,800. $300 seemed expensive back then. Now it seems cheap, right? So again, you got to see what is all relative. If BNB is going to be top 3 by market cap, which I think is really a possibility, we might see it at $500 or $1,000 per BNB, and then 155 would seem cheap in comparison, right? So just keep that in mind. Again, not financial advice, just giving you some insights and different perspectives. So here we have Binance Exchange, very simple, binance.com. There'll be a link in the first comment and in the description below. If you don't have a Binance account yet, use my link because you will get 10% kickback on fees, and we share that. So basically it's a win-win for both of us. Now, basically binance.com is available for the whole world except for those in the USA because of compliance, SEC, etc. So basically Binance have their own version for the US. It's called binance.us. It is limited in the amount of coins and the options available because they have to comply with US regulations. So unfortunately, that's something that you have to deal with if you are in the US, but you still have access to binance.us. For the rest of us, binance.com is where it's at. So at this point in time, the Binance Exchange looks like this. I have done a complete tutorial how the Binance Exchange works. I will link to it up here right now and in the description below if you want to check that out. I also have a separate Binance Futures trading tutorial, so if you want to check that out, I will also link to it in the description below. So basically this is your exchange right now, and you can see there's a lot of options. You can see, so if you hover over here, they have the exchange, they have blockchain and crypto education. Okay, they have Charity Cloud, they have a DEX, which so far hasn't been much of a success, but who knows what's going to happen in future. Binance Labs, so they actively incubate and invest in other blockchain projects. They have the Launchpad, so this is basically like back in 2017, there were ICOs and new launches. That's kind of disappeared, but Binance has a Launchpad where they help bring new products to market, right? New coins, new projects, and that is interesting. There have been many Launchpad coins already, Binance Research, and then they have the Binance Trust Wallet. Now, Binance has also acquired a popular cryptocurrency price data aggregator, CoinMarketCap.com. I believe they acquired that for something like $400 million. So you can see Binance is playing that same Facebook game. They're just buying up competitors. They're buying up everything in the space, so they own the whole playing field. That's pretty much what they're doing. They have their own wallet. They have the data aggregator, CoinMarketCap. They have the exchange, they have Visa cards, so they're just building out more and more and more, which is ultimately That's why I say Binance is just going to continue growing. So you can see, you can have all these different options. So you have margin trading, increase your profits with leverage. You have derivatives, so you have futures where you can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a whole lot of other coins with up to 125x leverage, which is not something I recommend because your money will disappear faster than you can blink if you do with that high leverage. But again, the option to be able to trade with leverage, they even have options, right? Binary, they call it vanilla options, but where you can just bet on the prices and on time. So they have all these different instruments that they're building out, and more options are becoming available, which means that more and more people have everything that they're looking for in one place. So instead of needing to have a separate options account and a separate margin trading account and all that kind of stuff, that's all in one place in your Binance dashboard. And then you have this finance section, which is very cool. More and more innovation happening there too. So you have Binance Earn, where you can basically stake your coins and earn interest on it right within your dashboard, making it super easy. You can get rewards, the Binance Visa card. Like I said, this is something that's just been rolled out in Europe at the moment, but I'm pretty sure after that is successful and all the regulations are met and the requirements, that this will appear in maybe in North America, in Australia, in Asia, and this will just continue to grow. And I think it'll get more and more popular because once again, with BNB token, the more that you have staked, the more cashback you get. And I will do separate tutorials on this Binance Visa card. When I get one, I will do a complete review on that too. So I don't want to go too much into detail about all the different Binance products, but I just want to show you here what's possible. Crypto loans. This is also something new and innovative, where there's a lot of DeFi projects that are focused purely on lending. So for example, Aave, Balancer, Compound, right? Where it's just focused on being able to put in your crypto as collateral and get loans. Now it's happening in Binance also. Again, everything in one place, making individual competitors that are just focused on one specific product, it makes it harder for them to justify their existence or their success, right? Like, why would I go and sign up with 5 different places if I can get everything in my Binance account? Assuming that, of course, it's competitive and there's no real big advantage of going somewhere else, right? If the difference is small enough, or maybe even better on Binance, I'm not going to go anywhere else, right? So this is what I mean, where it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. You can even become a liquidity provider and earn more, right? So you have all these different options here within Binance, and I think that's just going to continue to grow. They're going to continue to innovate, improve their products, and the BNB token is at the center of it all. So just to show you over here, BNB is the utility token, and I will link to this article in the description below so you can check this out for yourself. But you can see there's a whole lot of different use cases for the BNB token. And then you have the Binance chain also, the Binance Smart Chain, right? So they have their own chain. So BNB is a native token on the Binance chain. It used to be an ERC20 token. They have launched their own version, right? So you can get trading fees. You can see they have derivative expansions, the Binance chain, Binance DEX, Launchpad. We went through a whole lot of this stuff, and this is just going to continue to get bigger. So you can see over here, understanding BNB. There's many ways you can use it. It's a fully operational asset that can function as a currency and a medium of exchange. BNB is decentralized and its direction is not controlled by the Binance team. BNB is not an investment. It does not represent equity in Binance. Basically, you own the token. If the token price goes up, you can make money. If the token price goes down, you can lose money. But basically, it's a utility token to be used within the Binance ecosystem. And again, here's another great article. So I'm not going to spend too much time in this video going through it all because that will be way too time consuming, but I will add it to the link below. But you can see over here how Binance Ecosystem drives BNB to top 10. And you can see the Binance coin, it's got all these different utilities, right? So you can use it as payment in all these different places. Travel and utility, right? You can use it for travel payments. You can use it on the platform. You can use it for cash. You can use it for entertainment, apps and shopping, the store, all these different wallets, right? So there's so many different use cases, and this is continuing to grow how you can use the BNB coin. Now, some other interesting facts about Binance. Again, the link will be in the description. So 2020 milestones over here. 2020 by the numbers. $15 billion in 24-hour all-time high spot trading. 3.88 billion average daily trading volume. 184 tokens listed on Binance. 591 trading pairs. 7 million USDT in recovered funds by customer service. So that's very important. there are people who talk about cryptocurrency saying, hey, we don't want decentralized exchanges, because they ruin it all. The whole point of crypto is to get away from centralized control. But the reality is that most people want some form of centralization because they don't want the problems that come from decentralization, right? Cool. If it's decentralized, you have full control over everything, but you also have full responsibility. So if you mess up and you forget your keys, or you send something to a contract address or a wrong address, and you lose $50,000 or $100,000 because of a tiny mistake, it's pretty nice if you can just hit up customer support and say, hey, I made a mistake here, like my funds are in limbo, can you rectify it? And if they can help you with that, that's pretty cool. And I think that's just always going to be around, and I think a lot of people are going to appreciate that, right? So that is one of the reasons why also Binance, I think, is going to continue to grow, because they do have excellent support, in my experience anyway. So Binance Futures, you can see all this stuff, Binance Fiat, peer-to-peer, crypto, all these numbers are here. And you can see they complete these token burns. So like I said, they started out with 200 million BNB tokens. Right now, it's at about 147 million out of 179. Eventually, that's just going to go down to 100 million tokens. So you can see it just keeps being burnt, which increases the value, right? If the supply gets cut down, then the value of the token goes up. So again, that's more reason why over the long term, the likelihood of BNB token increasing is pretty high, in my opinion. And you can go and see all these numbers, right? Binance Ecosystem, 5 million new users of Trust Wallet, 4.7 million total users of Binance Academy, 1.8 million total users of Binance Research, right? The list goes on and on and on. There's so many numbers here that point towards Binance just continuing to grow and grow and grow. Now, the CEO of Binance, CZ, he is doing a great job. He's super in the public on social media. He makes appearances at conferences. He gets on live streams. He is on Twitter. He engages with people, and it's very cool. I think he's a huge part of the success of Binance. I actually met him once in Singapore at a cryptocurrency conference, and he was super friendly. He made some time to say hi, take a selfie with me. Super nice guy. And he was putting in his time with everyone there at that conference, right? I don't know how many people there were, at least 100-200 people, and he was just being friendly to everybody, being super nice. And he's the face of Binance, and he's doing an excellent job here. And you can see this is also pretty cool. So the Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum has a lot of problems. Okay, now Ether is the second biggest by crypto market cap, and I'm bullish on Ether and Ethereum, but they have issues. Their gas fees are insanely high. It goes up to $200-300 to do a transaction with Uniswap on Ether, right, on Ethereum, which is insane, right? Normal users can't afford that. Also, it's congested, it's slow, it's not scalable. Binance Smart Chain, it's more centralized, that's what they say, but the transaction fees are minimal and it's much faster. So who knows what's going to happen. So this tweet is pretty interesting. You can see over here, Binance Smart Chain transactions are increasing and Ethereum daily transaction tweets. So you can see Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, EVM compatible. Its intentions support Ethereum. So they don't necessarily need to compete, but I think there's a lot more interest going to happen on the Binance Smart Chain because of its speed and low fees. And we're already starting to see that with the decentralized exchange PancakeSwap that's built on BSC rather than the congested dexes on Ethereum like Uniswap and 1inch, and that they're just so expensive to do transactions on at this point in time and so congested. So just to show you over here again, Binance, the world's largest exchange, expected to make $1 billion in profits in 2020. So that was 2020. We are in 2021, full-blown bull run. So many more users signing up. I would say it's millions, if not tens of millions. So the amount of profit that Binance is going to make this year, I would say it's going to be in the multiple billions of dollars, which means once again they have so many more resources to reinvest into their ecosystem, into their products, into development. And again, that's just it's a snowball effect. It's just going to get bigger. Binance coin is going to be burnt, which means there's less available. More people are going to want to use it. Price goes up, in my opinion, right, over the coming months and years. I don't know when it's going to hit $1,000. Maybe it'll be this year. Maybe it'll take multiple years. But I think in the future, it's very possible that we can see $500 to $1,000 per BNB. So guys, this was a summary basically of Binance, their products, their ecosystem. and the BNB coin, and why I see that this coin could potentially go to $500 or $1,000 per BNB in future. Again, it's not financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball, but based on everything I've shared with you, that is really how I see things going. And I think BNB could actually end up being a top 5, if not a top 3 coin by market cap one day in future. So I covered BNB coin and Binance in my write-up in the Intelligent Cryptocurrency newsletter. It came out on February 7th. You can see over here. And when it came out, at the time of writing, it was literally $70, right? So if it came out, people acted on it. By now it's more than double, right? And that is literally in less than 2 weeks. So if you want to get these write-ups of projects that I think have high potential, you want to get them the moment it comes out, then you'll want to learn more about becoming a member of Intelligent Cryptocurrency. You can do so. Go to intelligentcryptocurrency.com, click the first link in the description, sign up for the free masterclass. You will get a value pack presentation, and at the end of it, I will show you exactly what's included in Intelligent Cryptocurrency and how to sign up and become a member. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, smash that like button, turn it blue. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Click the notification bell so you do get future updates. Again, sign up for my crypto masterclass. You'll get on the email list and also get an email every time I publish a new video. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below. I always do read them personally. Happy to answer there. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to share it with someone that you think might benefit, or you want to share it on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or wherever you want, that's always very appreciated, so we can get more people to the channel and I can share these videos with more people. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.